Hello there, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another fun hair tutorial. Now, based on my really dramatic makeup look today, you might be thinking we're doing something really dramatic with the hair, but as you may have noticed on the thumbnail, we're doing the exact opposite. I'm going to be doing a very touchably soft styling with my pixie today, and what's even better is I'm going to be doing it on second day hair. Also, I'm going to throw in a little bonus styling option using a cute little headband. You've never seen me wear one of these. In fact, I haven't worn one of these probably since I was a little girl. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with that. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. For starters, I'm gonna tell you what I did in my hair yesterday so you know kind of how much product is already in there. So I knew I wasn't going anywhere yesterday and I wanted to try out a couple of different products. So first I started off with my usual catwalk root boost in kind of the roots of my hair through the back and the top portion. And then after blow drying, I tried out this Kenra dry texture spray, worked that through my hair, and then added a little bit of the Kenra matte texture putty. I've shown this before. This isn't a real super high hold product, but it does kind of add a little bit of some texture through the hair. And that's all I did. And then getting up this morning, I can feel that product in the hair, but it doesn't feel overly dirty. Now, if you have used my normal product, the Enjoy Dry Wax, I think you can still easily do this second day hair. You just might actually have a little more hold than I'm going to have today. But that's where we're at today. So let me show you the back of the hair. It's not too bad. I do have a little bit of flatness there from bedhead, but overall it looks pretty decent. So what are we gonna do today? Well, we're gonna go the opposite direction. You could easily just, put a little texture spray in, but you know me, we gotta change it up a little bit. So I am going to just finger comb my hair over to the opposite side. Okay, so because I did not blow dry my hair in this direction, it's giving me kind of this natural swept bang look already. But also what I want to be careful is, I have this little cowlick here. And if I try to bring this hair over, I'm really going to have to use a strong hold product to get it to stay that direction. So I'm not going to fight it today. I'm just going to kind of pull that side back. And what you're going to notice is my undercut actually is a little bit higher on this side than this side. And my stylist did that because we were growing kind of this portion of the hair a little longer, a little thicker. And so by taking the undercut up a little bit higher, it keeps it from getting too mushroomy, but it also provides a nice little change up for styling if I go the opposite direction. All right, so I do have my Flatiron here, and I think all I want to do is just this section right here that's kind of wanting to curve back. I'm going to just kind of curl this under and over. And then here on this side, I am going to take this up just a little bit, just to add a little body there. And then I'm going to check out the back. And the back is actually looking pretty good, just like it is. So I'm telling you, this is gonna be like the easiest styling ever. Okay, so now that it's going this direction, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of product. So I'm gonna go back to that Kenra dry texture spray. And what I felt like with this yesterday is it does add a little bit of texture and a little bit of grit through the hair, but it's not like a hairspray where it's actually locking the hair in place. So that's just something to note. But I feel like you can kind of use it to add a little bit of extra body to certain parts of your hair if you need to. I'm going to put a little bit through the top here. Again, just for a little bit of piecey texture. And this actually, it smells pretty good. It's not horrible. So I feel like some of these sprays, like the RAKUTEN one that I tested out recently, that one, ugh, that's a horrible scent. But this one is actually not too bad. So we've got that kind of all worked through. And then what I'm going to do as a finishing touch is I'm going to go in with a little bit of this Kenra matte putty, and it says it's matte, but I really actually don't feel like it makes the hair look quite as matte as the Enjoy Dry Wax does. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this kind of through the front section here, and then the sides, anywhere that I just kind of want to break up the hair just slightly. And then I'll add a tiny little bit through the back. I'll show you that in a moment. And so this top part, I just want to make sure that I've got this little bit of volume, but that nothing looks real crazy or out of place. And okay, so in the back, you can see that I did kind of almost dovetail the bottom portion. And my cowlick right here isn't doing too badly, but if you struggle with a cowlick, and I know so many of you do, second day hair, this is the big powder play. I don't know where my light one is. It's somewhere in the cupboard, but I'm going to just dump a little bit. So this is a volumizing powder, different than dry shampoo, but kind of has some similar properties in that you can rub it in your scalp, in the scalp of the hair, roots of the hair, and it just adds this crazy bit of volume right wherever you put it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of it right there. And as you can see, it just totally kind of lifted that area and made it cover up my cowlick there. So I could also add a little bit of this, you know, through the top if I felt like I needed to, but I actually don't think that I need to. So I'm going to right now just add a tiny little bit of texture spray to finish. So for this first look, I decided to add some really dramatic earrings and kind of make it pair well with the dramatic eye look that I have. So let me show you the full look here. And even though it looks finished and polished, we can still run our fingers through it. So if you get caught out in the wind and things move around, I feel like this will easily go back to the way you styled it, but it's still really touchably soft and pliable. And so for those of you who don't like to have your hair just kind of locked in place all day like I typically do, this is a great alternative. I think these products really work well at keeping the look of texture and yet keeping it still really super soft. And it obviously easily restyles the second day. Okay, so now let's see what would happen. I'm going to take out the dramatic earrings. And now let's have a little fun with a headband. If you're not aware, headbands have made a big comeback, and this one, this cute one, oh my goodness, it resembles several from real high-end brands I'm seeing on Ulta's website, Target, I've seen some on Amazon, but this one my neighbor made. Isn't it just so cute? And the cool thing is this bow you can move and you can actually remove it if you don't want it on there, but I want it on there. So what makes this style even better is it's real easy to go in with a headband. And what I'm going to do is actually just tuck this side under slightly so I don't have any loose ends coming forward. And I have that bow over to the side. This kind of neatly, I like the width of this band. I think it helps kind of tame down, you know, because this part of my hair is pretty short. So if this band isn't wide enough, you could see lots of spiky hairs sticking over, but I feel like this headband width is about perfect. And I'm gonna just go through and tuck in any little stray hairs around the side. And then because I have this top part going back, I think it just kind of works perfectly. Oh my goodness, is that like not just the easiest way to change up your do for the day, right? I think that's really fun. Okay, now one thing I am going to do is add a little bit of shine spray. And I know sometimes this is hard to find, but this is the Agadir Gloss Spray Treatment. This is my second bottle. I love this stuff. So I'm going to just add a little through the front here, and you'll be able to tell like instantly I have shine. So I just feel like sometimes when you put on a headband, you're going to have kind of this front portion, kind of the main focus. It's nice to have a little extra shine there. And I'll just put a little bit through the top. Now, this part here, if you decide you don't want it quite as poofy, which I don't think I do, you can just kind of move that headband back just slightly. Then we just have to add some cute little earrings this time. I have these fun little silver earrings, I think, which would pair really well with this headband. Okay, and here's the finished second look. So what do you think? Would you wear a headband? I think it's kind of a very youthful look, and it's just something different than I'm typically used to, but I think it's a fun way to add just a little bit of color. And if you're staying home for the day, it's also another way to kind of keep part of your hair back, but you can just have this front portion, you know, just soft flowing over to the side. And voila. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, check the description box below for a list and links to all of the products that I shared with you today. And I'll see you in the next video.